Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. This is your Everyday Joe. The adventure in the kitchen today is going to be a loaded baked potato. We're going to load it and throw it in the power air fry oven to finish it up. So stay tuned. Okay, I've added some olive oil to the potatoes. I just rubbed the olive oil on the outside skin of it. That's going to help to crisp it. Then I'm going to use a fork to just poke some holes in the outside of the potatoes, just to allow some of the steam to escape and some of the flavors to get to the inside of the potato. Also helps it cook. So just when you poke it, you want to make sure you poke enough holes pretty much all the way around, and also get some on the ends too, just to make sure you get it all. Then we're going to season with some pink salt, some onion powder, and I'm going to add some granulated garlic to the outside too. Now you can add anything else you want. This is just what I'm using for right now. You want to make sure you rub the seasoning all over it. This is kind of the only time you're really going to be able to season the outside of the skin. We're going to have plenty of seasoning on the inside. Okay, so the next step, we're going to take the one that's going into the microwave. I usually wrap it in some paper towels. These are dampened paper towels. So I'm just going to wrap that up, fold in the sides, and roll it. So it's a nice little package like this. Okay, one is going to go into the microwave oven. Put that in the center. Close it. Now this is about an 1100 watt microwave oven. And we're going to start the cooking. We're going to bring it up to about 10 minutes. About 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes, and we'll check it after 10 minutes. It's been about 12 minutes. I took the potato out of the microwave. It's again about 12 minutes, depending on the size. Larger size, might be a little bit longer. Medium size, I've gone 7 to 8 minutes, 9 minutes maybe. But we went about 12 minutes on this one here. This was a little larger. I've already gutted one. So basically took a spoon and just scraped as much as I could, but you want to leave some around the edges here just to give it some strength on the wall of the potato. So I'll show you on this one here. We're just gonna take off the centers, and you want to be gentle with it because it will be very soft coming out of the microwave. And just scrape along the edge. Okay, what we're gonna do once I'm done with this, season this up a little bit. I've got some garlic butter, which I've made. It's a homemade garlic butter. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. And the potato's still kind of warm, so it'll stop melting. Okay. Put that in there. We're just gonna rub it on the inside. Again, that's gonna help on the crispy side. It's gonna make it crispy on the edges. Okay, add the rest of that to here. And I'm gonna add some onion powder to it. Put some onion powder here, a little bit on here. Some granulated garlic. A little bit, not too much because there's quite a bit of it in the garlic butter. A little bit of salt, not too much, because you can always salt it afterwards. And I like adding a little bit of basil to it. Okay. So just gonna make sure we rub that in. Okay, so Now we're going to put it in the Power Air Fry oven. I'll bring the camera over there so you can see how my setup is. Okay, I'm just going to slide the rack into the oven, going about 2/3 of the way up the second from the top, as you can see here. I'm going to close the oven up, start it up. I'm going to use the French fry setting, set it for about 15 minutes, and then we'll check it after about 10 or so. While the potatoes are cooking, I'm going to just mash up. I'm just using a fork because the potatoes are pretty soft. I just want to make sure I get them as soft as I can, or as mashed up as I can. Okay, we're going to add some milk. Okay, only going to add half of that just to see what it looks like. I like my potatoes pretty creamy. And what we're going to do with this one, once the potatoes come out, we're going to stuff these inside the opening and then cover it with some cheese and bake it again. So even though these are loaded potatoes, you know, sometimes they call them twice baked potatoes because you're baking them twice. Okay, so looking pretty good here. Maybe just a little bit more milk. And you can use a whisk here, you can use a blender. I just find that because it's so soft, just fork works well. You can season it any way you want and add, you know, some hot spices to it if you like. Okay, so you can actually start seeing the consistency here. It's actually nice and soft and fluffy. So just gonna put these aside and wait for the baked potatoes, the potato skins to be finished. And we're gonna take this, we're gonna stuff it and throw it back in the oven. So I'll see you when those are done. Okay, the potato skins came out. You can see how nice and browned and crisp they are. Okay, there. You can hear it. You know, pretty crunchy. And you want to wait until these things cool down somewhat before you stuff them again. So what I'm going to do, I have some chopped green onions, a cheddar cheese mix, and some sour cream. I'm going to add a little sour cream to the mashed potatoes here, just to, again, to give it more flavor and to give it a little bit more creaminess. So I'm just going to stir that in there. Okay, maybe some green onions in here too. Okay, so now we're gonna stuff these. I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on the bottom side here, just as a little bonus surprise. Okay, take it. And you want to just scoop it right in there. You want to fill them up pretty good here. You want to make sure that they pack down all the way. Okay. Okay, and once we're done with that, we're going to add some more cheese to the top. Okay, but because we're doing it in the Power Air Fry oven, you want to make sure you pack it into it, because with the fan that's blowing, it's going to blow everything all over the place. So you want to make sure you pack it into the stuffing. So we're going to throw the cheese on the top here. pack it in so it kind of embeds itself in the mashed potatoes and it doesn't blow around too much. Because all we're looking to do really is to melt it down. Add some green onions, just throw those in there. Okay, pack it in a little bit. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of tin foil over the top just to kind of cover it while they melt. So again, it doesn't blow all over the place and it doesn't burn it too much. So I'm going to get these into the oven and we'll come back when they come out. Okay, as you can see, I made the canopy. I just wrapped the outside of the racks for it just to protect the toppings on the potatoes from flying off initially when the oven turns on. I set the heater, I'm baking at 400 for about 5 to 7 minutes or so. Once the cheese starts melting, we can take the canopy off. Okay, after about 2 or 3 minutes and the cheese starts melting a little bit, we'll take the canopy off and actually toast up the top for another couple of minutes. So about 5 to 7 minutes total should be enough for that. So I'll come back when the canopy is off and completely toasted. Okay, I took the canopy off. You can see I took the canopy off of it, and I also moved it up from the bottom to the second to the top slot, so it'll toast up and melt up that cheese really good. So I gave it about 5 more minutes, and we'll come back when that's done, and I'll show you how to plate it, and we'll give it a taste. All right, I took them out. You can see they're still piping hot. You can see how nice and crisp they are. The cheese is all melted. It's all nice. I'm just going to put a couple of dollops of sour cream on the top of it. Now, I'm not adding bacon to it. I know there's going to be you guys out there that are going to love the bacon on top of it. By all means, go for it. Okay. Add a dollop of sour cream on top of it, and I added some extra chives to it. Okay, let's put that on there, and we're ready to go. Cut into it, and it's still piping hot, so bear with me here. You can hear it crunch. Okay, take a look. A little sour cream on that. Okay, looks good. Nice, good, nice crunchy and smooth on the inside. The potato skin came out really nice and crispy. So if you try this, this recipe, go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.